I'm Nikki, and my friends at 88 Rising have made a delicious hard seltzer called Year of, inspired by flavors of home. One of our most popular flavors is lime and mint, inspired by Vietnamese soda chan. So naturally, of course, we had to bring in our good friend Chef Viet, who has revolutionized the Vietnamese and Asian food scene in Little Saigon, Orange County, to teach us about soda chan. So Chef Viet, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam, the south of Vietnam, Saigon is where I grew up.
When did you start your first business?
The first moment I landed in America, I started restaurant industry immediately.
Oh wow.
So learning from like being a busboy, as a dishwasher, and learning my way up.
Wow.
And I thought restaurant was natural for me because I love to eat and drink.
So can you tell us a little bit about soda chan?
So the Americans came to Vietnam and they brought this whole entire industry of bottling services. So Coca-Cola came in about 1960s. So that's when they brought these factories and they start doing a lot of soda waters.
Right.
So at that time, soda water was a lot cheaper than drinking Coca-Cola or Sprite or 7-Up. And so they would, instead of go and buy this can of soda that already pre-mixed, that's really expensive, you put the syrup and then you put the soda on top, the seltzer on top.
Right.
And so that's how soda chan was kind of created. It's kind of economic in a sense when you make it at home.
That's so like resourceful and creative. Creating a new drink on the fly because that's what you have on hand.
And it's cheaper. We're going from there and now we're going to this. It's really amazing. Yeah,
it's super amazing. Cool and just really heartwarming, honestly, like that this is just inspired by home.
We're gonna use some soda chan, so why don't you have a seat and then we'll walk through it.
I will have a seat.
Yeah. And then it's very simple, almost like a cocktail making process, but it's not, there's no alcohol in it. So right here, you would go a little bit of a lime juice. Right here we do it about almost an ounce. I like it a little bit sweeter, so I'll do about 1.5 ounces of syrup.
Very cool. And that's just simple syrup?
Yeah, that's just simple syrup. And then so before I do that though, I'm gonna take in some of the fresh mint here. The northern version does not have mint, but when you go to the south, they have a lot more herbs. I like it super fresh, I like it super fragrant. You kind of muddle this a little bit, kind of like releasing all of the flavor.
Yeah.
I put way more mint than a regular person would. Syrup here, that's how much I'm gonna put. And so go ahead and put a little bit of ice. As much ice as you would like. Traditionally in Vietnam, they fill it all the way to the rim. The only reason why is because you want to cool down the glass. Club soda.
Nice.
Very simple.
Wow, it looks really good.
Yeah, and very simple, right?
So
very
excited.
simple, and then you just need to top it up to the top. A little bit garnish on the side.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This one. Some big, beautiful mint.
Wow.
Top.
That's beautiful.
And very simple, and it goes really well with everything that you would have a little bit more on the sweeter side, a little bit more on the spicy side. So there you go.
Okay, I'm so excited. Should I stir it?
Yeah, you could. You can have some of the kind of like a lemonade, and then I'm sorry, limeade toward the end, and then some of the soda on top. And you can move it up and down, or you can kind of mix it up.
Okay, here we go. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. Super simple.
Oh my god, that is so good.
It's like Sprite. It's one of the version of Sprite.
It's perfect. It's not like too sweet. It's not too acidic. I love it.
Yeah, and you know, there's some version that also have like lemongrass in it. There's some version that have like kefir lime leaf.
Yeah.
Right on top. It's very simple.
Thank you so much for making this.
Yeah, I mean that's home right there. Tastes like home.
Absolutely. So good.
All right, so I got these two out of the fridge.
Exciting. Very pretty packaging.
Very pretty.
All right, let's try it. Ooh,
cheers.
It's fizzing. Cheers.
Wow. I taste the mint immediately. It's very bright.
It's very pleasant.
That's really good. I can't get over how good this is.
This is a good alcoholic version of soda chan.
If you just top it up to like a really good cocktail, maybe like, oh, you know what? I have this great pho syrup. You want to try like maybe like a Phojito? Let's try to make like a Phojito. It sounds really weird, but I think it's gonna be great.
Like PHO, like the like
a Phojito. Like a mojito with pho syrup.
Wait, can you disclose what the pho syrup is, or is that like a secret recipe?
No, it's essentially just 5 spices, fennel, you got coriander, you got all of those like original spices.
But it's sweet.
It's sweet, so make a syrup out of it. So like pho, like an essence.
Okay. I straight up thought that you were about to make me a drink with like pho broth.
No.
Which would have been a vibe, probably, honestly.
That would be actually not bad. But we will not do that today.
Okay, got it. Wow, this is, okay, I'm excited.
Me too, because I've never tried it, so you're gonna be my guinea pig today.
Okay, amazing.
Right.
Great.
So let's
it's my honor.
So we have some white rum. I think some white rum would work for this. Yeah, so we have some pho syrup that we made already. We have this seltzer. I'm gonna start with some fresh mint.
Okay.
Obviously, to kind of accent more of the mint flavor. We love mint. A little bit of lime juice. Yes. I think. Now this is gonna be the very interesting part. I want you to smell it. It smells like pho to you.
It does smell like pho.
It does smell like pho.
How does that work?
Well, all the spices, and then we just kind of cook it up with the syrup. Could make it a little bit warmer. Okay. I'm gonna butter this.
Fajito.
Fajito. Wow. So I'm gonna make a double here.
I love it.
And then we're probably gonna use rum. Rum is pretty natural for this kind of thing, just because rum is from kind of like molasses and sugar cane.
Totally.
So I think it's very Southeast Asian. And then so we got alcohol, obviously.
Oh wow.
Tell me when.
Woo! Oh my God, another one. All right, I'm bracing. Another one. Okay.
Well, I mean, what is it? Monday?
It is a Monday. It is a Monday.
Is it a Monday?
It's gonna be the wildest Monday of my life.
Well, I mean, you only live once.
Facts.
All right, so some ice. So you want to cool this down as fast as you could.
Got it.
All right, so kind of shake it. So while I'm building ice up, it's for you. You're gonna help me out to keep shaking.
Okay.
Keep shaking.
Why am I nervous? I'm like, I have to shake this.
All right.
The best that I can.
So I think for this recipe, I'm gonna go quite a bit of ice.
Yeah.
Obviously, Southeast Asia is like what, 92 degree every day.
Yep.
Yep. So I think
that's a good day too.
Yeah, it's a good day. And then, wow, enough ice. I think for this, I'm gonna bring in a little bit of spice.
Wow.
So.
Wow, you brought in the pepper.
Fresnos. I think the little Fresno will be very pretty on this one.
Wow.
So we got a little Fresno here.
This is so creative. I love it. What's that? What's the starch? Is that anise?
Yeah, star anise. We're gonna use that as a garnish. So this you can just kind of like put on the side here.
Yeah.
Kind of show off a little bit of lime on the side.
I love it. Yeah. These are all my favorite flavor profiles. So I'm
very homey. It's very homey.
It's very homey.
Very homey. Have this last shake. Kind of release this. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to top it off to almost the top. We're gonna leave room for the seltzer.
Okay.
Later on. And we're gonna garnish it with basil at the end. So we're gonna have a little bit of basil, and then we're gonna spice it up with a little bit of spice. So that's done. Really nice basil here. You wanna hold it?
Okay.
So you wanna kind of like light it up on fire a little bit. It's kind of like reminds you of that kind of warm feel to it.
Yeah.
So when you drink this, you can actually smell the fragrance. That's the first one. For this, you just need to drop in a
Ooh, I smelled that.
Yeah, you can definitely smell the anise.
Wow, this is so beautiful.
All that. All right, so for seltzer, I think we're gonna use this one. It's right here. So this, you can just top it off. So it's kind of like a classic soda chan.
Yeah.
Kind of flavor to it.
Yeah.
All right, and then so.
The final ingredient.
The final ingredient. For me, I like a little bit of lemongrass. I just kind of bring out a flavor.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do two things. For one, I'm gonna do the lemongrass.
Okay.
The other one, I feel like this one needs a little color to it.
I love it.
A little bit of things going on.
Oh my gosh.
So here you go.
All right, I'm gonna try the lemongrass one.
Lemongrass.
I'm very interested.
Do a little bit of chili. I like a little spice.
Okay. Wow.
Here you go.
These drinks have so much personality. I love it.
The idea is like you eating a bowl of pho, but it's not. And then there's a little spice in there. And obviously the rum and every other ingredient is very warm.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It tastes like pho.
Oh my God, that is so good.
It tastes like pho.
It does taste like pho. It's the aftertaste. The aftertaste like lingers.
Yeah.
I feel like I just had a spoonful of pho. I definitely taste the year of in there actually.
I do, especially on top. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good.
It's
pretty darn good.
really, really good.
All right.
I feel like everyone should try this. Yeah, good job, Chef Viet.
Okay, Nikki. Now that we have the cocktails.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of flavor from home. For soda jan, it's always gonna go really well with steak and egg. All right, so heat up some pan.
Amazing.
This is the bone marrow. I love bone marrow in black pepper sauce. So do a little bit of bone marrow here. Oven's already hot. I'm gonna do it there. Make sure it's nice and hot. So once the bone marrow kind of bring up, that's the fat kind of content. They're gonna add into the sauce. Hot pan. A little bit of oil. I'm gonna try to hit that. All right, so you wanna have the kind of the jalo, which is almost kind of like a sausage. It's like a very large sausage.
Oh, what meat is that though?
It's actually pork.
Oh, very cool.
So I have pork here, and while we're getting that kind of like a nice sears to it, we want to kind of blister some tomato. Now this part is gonna be a little bit splashy.
Yeah.
Okay, to make it a little bit faster, I usually just do that. Blister a little bit faster. So you have really nice sear over here.
Wow.
So you're gonna remove that. That's done.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of tomato. Tomato's done.
Wow, that's really quick.
The idea is a very quick breakfast in the morning.
Right.
So this one is filet mignon. The way that we want to do this is that you don't want to cook it all the way.
Yeah.
You want just like a really nice hard sear.
Love it.
On one side.
That's how I like my steak anyways.
Medium rare? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to get it as rare as possible here.
Amazing.
So it's going to cook a little bit more in the pan too.
Yeah.
So that, and then over here I got a little bit of black pepper, salt.
Wow.
That. While we're waiting for that, what we're going to do is preparing everything else. So in the hot pan, that's going to be your serving pan. Oil in the pan. Make sure this pan is nice, hot and oil, smoky. Well, what you really want for the bánh mì chảo is like that hard sear, golden caramelized kind of Maillard reactions going on. So right now we're gonna crack 2 eggs. Do you like 2 eggs or you like 1 egg?
I would like 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
I love eggs.
So 1. So this is a little bit of a organic chidori egg.
Oh wow.
2 right there.
Fancy.
Very fancy. Let's put it back out.
That's awesome.
So what you're gonna do is you wanna kind of bring this back a little bit.
Okay. Like
kind of leave room for all the other stuff. These are almost medium rare.
Right.
So these are almost medium rare, so I'm gonna kind of move it out to the pan right here. These are almost medium rare. Turn it on, push it back there.
Yeah.
Egg is almost ready. One side is already like nice and caramelized. You want to kind of lay all this down here.
Yeah.
Cook a little bit more. I think this is almost done. So move that over as well. Now, on here, what we have here is the pate. This is one of my favorite hometown kind of force meat, a little bit of liver.
Right.
Been cooked 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
So we ground it with meat, garlic, Maggi sauce.
Wow.
So what you're gonna do is cook right in the middle. So that one's gonna have that kind of like umami.
Yeah.
Bring it out. The sauce, we're gonna tomato right on the sear on the side here. All right. So these Swiss cheese, they're actually also a product of the American kind of culture.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of truffle oil.
Yeah.
So I do a little bit of truffle oil at this stage, and then we're gonna do one more time at the end.
Amazing.
Okay? So right now we're gonna check in the oven. The oven, so the bone marrow.
Wow.
Bone marrow is done. So a little torch. And so you want to give it a little bit more of that kind of like smokiness from the bone marrow. When you mix it in with the sauce, it's really cool. All right. So at this stage, it's almost done. What you want to do is a little bit gochugaru.
Wow.
It's a little spice to it. So it's kind of like a very mild kind of chili.
Oh,
and
interesting.
Cannot complete with a little bit of chao lua, which is the almost like a Vietnamese sausage here. On the side, we'll go sauce. So we got sauce right on top.
Wow.
Now you're gonna finish it off
Oh
with a little bit of hard heat right there.
So good.
And you cover the meat up with all of that black garlic sauce. Finish a little bit more with a little bit drizzle truffle oil.
Wow.
And so now, with this, and this is how we're gonna serve it. So usually the way that we serve it is on the cast iron here. At this stage, you can pop in the bread a little bit.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
The bread in the oven was ready. So usually I would just recommend the customers just to scrape the bone marrow down to the sauce.
Okay.
That makes into a beautiful sauce.
Gotta roll up my sleeves for this, my very feathery sleeves.
All right, and then so this is gonna be the very hot bread. So the French baguette, you got all of that, and then so we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of truffle oil. The reason why is we feel like the mushroom aroma from the truffle oil is gonna go really well with bone marrow.
Umami.
And so what we're gonna garnish it with is there's like a mixture of different herbs.
Oh wow, what is that?
So it's like a mixture of all microgreens and red herbs. And then in here you have a little bit of micro cilantro, all that. So have a little bit of cocktails on the side. And so both of these can be found at Nep Cafe.
Amazing! Everyone go visit Nep Cafe. You're gonna have the best time of your life.
And that's essentially your dish. So
Got
what
it.
we're gonna do,
okay, yes, please walk me through it.
So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take a fork, scrape the bone out. So let me help you with that.
Okay.
Right, so lift it up right here.
Okay. Wow.
Scrape all that down.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful. And then that's gonna go rest right here.
Got it.
And so all you have to do is just cut the steak, eat it just a simple steak and egg.
Okay.
And there's salt on the side, obviously sriracha if you like a little bit more spice.
Oh my God. So steak with the egg?
Steak with a little bit of egg. You do a little bit of cheese in the middle there. You can kind of break it up.
Got it.
The tomato, add a little bit of acidity to kind of balance out all the sweetness. Bone marrow on top. You can kind of put it in the middle there.
This will be a very elegant.
And then you can just have it sideways. Eat it like a taco.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. Moment of truth. And you can take that and just dunk the whole entire sauce in there. Extra sauce right there. A little bit extra saucy. There you go. And this is our best seller. Growing up, this is something that I always eat at least once a week. The best steak and egg. In Vietnam, it's not just the Asian culture food in the morning, but French cuisine is all over our roadmap.
Right.
And this is one of the first Vietnamese brunch that showing people what Vietnamese French is all about.
I'm having an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, and then so after that, all of the
so
spicy, sweet, fatty. All you have to do is just take a sip of the drink.
Chef Viet, this is insane. This is so. I feel like I'm somewhere else. It's just so good.
The introduction of all of the things here, as you can see, French influence, obviously the baguette. French influence, obviously the steak. One of my favorite things on this was actually the pâté. The pâté is something that the French taught us how to make with liver, head cheese, meat, and cook a really long time, like overnight. So you can taste all that umami, kind of marry into the sauce too. And I think one of the best things is the pâté with the sauce and the bone marrow.
This is truly like, I'm not even kidding, one of the best things I've ever had in my life.
There you go. Nikki said it. You have to try it now. If you're gonna come to Nep Cafe and try out the bánh mì cháo, please do order this. It's so good. I think the
You heard it here.
Yeah, the lime flavor together with like a
absolutely.
Like a soda chunk.
It's very complimentary.
Very complimentary. The Phojito. I think this is one of the best kind of marriage. Year off seltzer with steak and egg.
Right. So now this is available at Nep Cafe.
It will be. It will be very soon.
Cheers to that.
So good.
Thank you so much, Chef Viet, for being here, for making me all this. It was truly an amazing experience.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Go to Nep Cafe and have this for yourself. Seriously, this is the best thing of my life thus far. Yeah, see you next time.
Thanks so much, guys.